So, at the governmental institutional levels, international organizations like the World Bank, like the ADB, groupings like the EU, and various development agencies belonging to governments like JICA, like JETRO, like AID, USAID, are looking into the possibility of having bilateral relations, cooperation with the ASEAN Secretariat, so that programs and projects can be driven from the center outward to the 10 governments. At the societal level, at the grassroots level, at the community level, the civil society, the NGOs, are also important, critical in trying to help contain or resolve the problems that are percolating because of the policies, because of the programs, because of the ways in which governments or governments, in cooperation with international organizations and international agencies, are pursuing their programs and their policies, but are affecting or leaving out some of, or major chunks of our population to be affected by problems emerging from uneven development, lack of equitable development, lack of participation, lack of ownership into the process of development. Whether it's conflict on natural resources, whether it's exploitation of cheap labor, unskilled labor, whether it's the environment that is being eroded, whether it is new diseases because of the integration. In the past, we think of integration as very rosy, creating new opportunities, creating new capital, creating new competitiveness. But we also realize that integration is also exposing us to each other's problems. Your problems could become mine, my problem could become yours, one country, one member's problem could become regional problems. Examples are abound. Therefore, because of the integration, because of the drive toward integration of more closely integrated community, we have to be prepared for the downside of integration. The civil society will have to be participating, will have to contribute, will have to serve as whistleblowers, will have to serve as entities who could bring a more effective way of dealing with those problems. Problems of the environment, problem of conflicts, problem of violence, problem of lack of trust and understanding between government and the communities, and between communities, between various sectors of our society. So the engagement with the civil society and with NGO certainly aims to promote awareness about the emerging ASEAN community, and by extension the East Asian community, which is emerging, which certainly will be full of opportunities and also will be full of problems. Certainly will help to create a sense of tolerance among our very differentiated population, sectors, religious communities, civilizational groups. Catholic country in Asia is in ASEAN. Largest Muslim country in the world is in ASEAN. A lot of Buddhists, Theravada Buddhism in ASEAN, mainland Southeast Asia. Vietnam is probably Mahayana Buddhism, and pockets of other cultural groups, ethnic groups. They need to be connected. Governments, government agencies, ASEAN institutions alone certainly cannot do the job. We need various entities within the civil society to help integrate at the psychological level the ASEAN, various diverse sectors of the ASEAN society, all 10 countries and 567 million people will have to be somehow given a sense of community, sense of belonging, and sense of identity. Without the participation of the civil society, the task will be impossible. Another aim of engagement with the civil society would be to make sure that the economic integration will be inclusive. Many of you will be asking the question, is development inclusive, equitable? Is development just? Is development creating a more just society, more participatory, more accountable, more open society, or empowering some and disenfranchising others? Just like any region, any grouping, we have a lot of those problems in our region, in our societies. Either you could serve as whistleblowers, as gadflies, bringing the issues to the surface, pointing, warning the government and government agencies, government officials, that the way in which it is going development, we are staging the problems for the future. Problem of inequity, problem of tension, problem of divisiveness in our own society. So caring society, caring communities of caring societies will never be achieved. We certainly would need the help of the civil society to bridge between the economic, social, and political processes of community building